Chrissy Metz is here.
Yes,
Yay!
Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy, off the air, I just have to tell you, we're the #1 radio show in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm so excited because, down the hall, there's like 5 other stations. They're all guys leading them.
Sure.
And so we're here and we're a girl show. Well, we have Ryan.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Driving.
It's like it's mostly all these guys.
Yeah,
and so
it's incredible.
we're just really proud. We never talk about it.
Oh, well, you should.
But I just feel like I can share that with you because you're a woman. You're a lead on a show.
Yeah.
And it feels really damn good.
Yeah, especially because you've worked really hard for it.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, and the proof is in the pudding.
Well, yeah, we hope.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Until they change the recipe of that pudding.
No, don't try to fix something that's not broken. No.
You know, you said something just now. You said you worked really hard. And I remember reading or hearing this, I don't know, it was a while back about when you went to the audition for This Is Us. Mm-hmm. You had 30 cents in your bank
81
account?
cents, almost $1.
81 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about the right thing at the right time, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I was ready to give up. Like literally 2 weeks prior to, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm delusional. Like it's never gonna happen. It's 12 years. At some point, right?
Right.
At some point, you've got to sort of I don't know.
What was the difference between year 11 and year 12?
I got to do an arc on American Horror Story.
Okay, there you go. So there was, bones here and there.
It was like, okay, here's a little check mark.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe you're doing something right. And then a year went by and nothing happened. And I was like, oh, maybe that was just a luck of the draw, So, but it's one of those things where I think you, A, have to stand in line long enough and B, realize why you're doing what you're doing. And for me, it's always like, what is my intention? I never wanted fame and fortune like that. I've been broke all my life. Money is like, whatever.
Yeah.
I just love it. I just love people. I love telling stories. I love being changed by stories. And so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a beautiful, that's a beautiful story. We're like, I feel like our show is the same thing. We love to hear the stories of, the people we come in contact with, whether it's a listener or whether it's Chrissy Metz.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone has a great story. And we also love to be around people who love what they do. There's a difference, right?
Oh, for sure.
You can feel it.
People just going through the motions. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah. And on This Is Us, whoever cast all you guys
Yep.
feels like that person probably has a huge heart because they could feel you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it really starts from Dan Fogelman. And it's just, if you've ever met him, to know him is to love him. And he's the most humble genius you'll ever meet. And yeah, it really started with him and what he wanted the show to be. And I'm beyond grateful. And I still pinch myself because I'm like, I'm a part of it? What? Yes.
And I feel like
amazing.
even changing one of those pieces may not have made the show what it was. I mean, it was perfect to the person.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. We always think about, is Kevin a lot like Justin? Am I a lot like Kate? And there are a lot of similarities throughout the same, the actors to the characters. So, it's not so far-fetched, but it's lightning in a bottle and it's never going to happen again. And I'm very well aware of that. And I'm like, just like relishing every single second I can with the cast and the writers. And
so
Dan.
special.
Yeah.
And there's when you turn around, you see other shows try to kind of copy the style or even the music, and I'm like, because
so many people have asked me about it, and I'm like, anyway, and so because here's the thing, I think it's the highest form of flattery, when imitation, right?
Definitely.
As they say.
Yes.
But it's hard, it's hard to, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot duplicate lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, right.
As much as you want to try and you want to, because oh my goodness, you're inspired by it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's talk about Breakthrough in theaters. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible journey. I've never obviously played a real person before. And to know the real family and to be friends with them and to see what this story has done, not of course only for their lives, but for mine and my friends and my family, the ripple effect is amazing.
So do you, when you do have your downtime,
yeah.
did you have to be kind of talked into doing Breakthrough because maybe you wanted to like have some me time or
Yeah,
something?
it's funny. Last hiatus is when we shot the film in Winnipeg, Canada, which was freezing.
Yeah.
Folks, yeah, it's cold up there. We were in like the coldest corner of, I think, North America, they said, and it felt like it. But I wasn't convinced. For me, it would just made sense. I didn't have to be convinced. I was attached to another project, and I was sort of like, how do I do both? I literally would not have one day off if I did both projects. And then it fell through, and I thought, okay, if this isn't divine intervention. Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be, for sure.
And what a great story about never giving up. It reminds me a lot of, we all, like when we see a story like this, we think of people that we know. And I have a really good friend whose son was playing in the front yard at the age of 8, and a driver drove by and the side mirror went flying off into his head. So he had a traumatic brain injury. Well, every doctor told her, this is it, this is over, whatever. She didn't listen to anyone but herself. Right. That kid is back in school, walking, talking. I mean, it's like a miracle of a mother's love, really.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Breakthrough is in Joyce and John. I mean, absolutely. And I'm a firm believer in positivity and positive thoughts, and like our collective consciousness through prayer or whatever it is that you want to call it.
Yes.
Like, it will shift energy and it will make a difference.
Yeah. That gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
We call them angel bumps.
That's right.
Yeah, angel bumps.
When you become Joyce in this movie, do you like how much time did you spend with Joyce or getting to really feel her?
Yeah, it's interesting. Not much time. We met the second week into filming.
Yeah.
Of course, I read her book and I saw a lot of interviews, but I was like, I just have to capture her essence because I can't do an imitation, obviously. And so she is such a force. I mean, just love emanates from her, and she's also very funny. She had a shirt on and it says she's between Proverbs and Medea. Like, I was crying. I was like, oh my goodness. She is a force.
Wow.
And she doesn't take herself too seriously. And so I just wanted to make sure that, she's an advocate for her son, but she has this unwavering love for him as a mother. And that to me was the most important thing to capture.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
My son's mad at me right now.
No.
He's 17 and we're going to Coachella for the first time ever. And I bought wristbands so now I can be inside the grounds and he doesn't want to see me.
He's like, can you stand over by the fence, Mom?
No, he literally did. Yeah. This morning he called and said that he feels his rights are being infringed upon.
Well, listen, it's about safety.
Listen, exactly. Thank
crazy
you.
banana stuff goes down.
Thank you.
At that joint.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Have you been?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will go.
Were you in the EDM tent?
No, heck no. I fell asleep at the beer garden. I'm an old lady. Literally, my cell phone didn't work. I couldn't reach my friends. I fell asleep at the beer garden. I don't drink. I don't do drugs.
Right.
I'm like, what am I doing here? I can't even hear the music. It's like a rugby match trying to get to the stage. I'm like, I don't belong here. I will never go again. People couldn't pay me unless I have an artist pass and I'm on the side of the stage with a friend.
Right. Or you're on the stage.
Or I'm on the stage.
Right.
I couldn't hack it.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's fun for little great spry young teenagers, but this old broad, no.
Let's talk about what they wear too. You know that the new trend this year is duct tape. Just tape your parts, and that's your thing.
I have not seen this, but I'm glad I did not attend.
I'll send you the link.
Holy
Chrissy.
smokes! I don't know. Like, isn't it hot? Doesn't it melt? Like, what happens?
So many
This
questions.
is concerning.
I'll have answers after this.
Great!
weekend,
I can't wait to know what happened.
man.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Oh, there it is.
That might be the sexiest duct tape I've ever did
It's
see.
a lot of stringy duct tape.
Yeah.
So next year, no clothes. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what's
exactly.
happening?
That's where
They
we're
might as
heading.
well not wear them. And
Yeah.
then
Got it.
he's got these friends who are going to be there. Anyway, long story short. So I really do love I love the love between a mother and a son.
No,
and
it's the best.
Yeah, and Breakthrough. This is going to inspire a lot of people too to keep that belief and that mother's love.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, I think
no
so.
No matter what.
Also, the sense of community that we're really stronger together than we are apart.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very important through line for me in my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We do. We feature Feel Goods every hour. It's like our Feel Good segment. And you're the kind of person, I'm sure you've had a lot of Feel Goods in life. Is there like one that kind of like pops into your mind?
Goodness.
I mean, besides the 81 cents in the bank account,
Yeah.
and then I guess that's the ultimate feel good.
Yeah, when you're like, I'm not broke, I can pay for dinner. This is exciting. I think it was the call from Dan Fogelman when I booked the show.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, it's hilarious because I couldn't hear. I was in the parking structure. I just got done with the second test. Justin was already hired at this point. I was testing against another girl who was gorgeous, talented, amazing. And I was
Well,
like,
so are you.
Well, thank you. And I'm like, oh, it's her job. It's fine. It's her job. And she's like, it's your job. And I'm like, whatever. And so he calls me and I literally cannot hear him. And I thought it was a bill collector, of course, right? Because, I'm back on the bills. And so, I couldn't, it was like, it was just, but finally when he said, you are our girl, it was beyond exciting.
Oh my, wait, you hadn't even left the parking garage after the second.
Yeah.
And he knew.
Yeah.
He probably knew the first time.
Well, that's what, who knows? That's what they say. But,
Yeah.
there's so many people that weigh in and there's so many opinions and
right.
executives.
Yeah.
And everybody's got to be on the same page. And I get it. So I was like, whatever's meant to be, it's going to be. Please let it be me. If I'm honest. So, thank goodness it was. Thank goodness it was.
Tell me about your tattoo on your inner
it's a little
wrist.
baby anchor. I've had it for actually, quite some time. I got it done in Florida where I'm from.
Yeah.
And it's just a symbol for me. And this is going to sound cheesy, but, like my family is sort of like when the seas get rough, like they're my anchor and like the reminder of, where I come from and who I am and not to be, pushed around by the
good
sea.
for you.
Yeah.
You're from a big family.
Oh yeah, I'm one of 5.
I'm one of 6.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm child 5, girl 3.
Holy moly.
And so you're the middle?
Yeah, I was the youngest, then I became the middle, and now
Yeah.
my sister is on her 4th baby, so 9 nieces and nephews.
Oh, yeah. When
Yeah.
the family grows exponentially, it's so fun.
Do you know how hard it is to plan a vacation?
Yeah.
I'm like, how? Like either somebody's pregnant or
right.
they can't
Yeah.
travel. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it.
Oh, I love the story of the anchor.
Yeah.
it's very
thanks. Do you have
cool.
tattoos?
I have one.
Is it a secret?
Tell
Sorry.
the story.
Oh,
P.S.
Okay. So Kris Jenner's a friend of mine, and when the show Kardashians was integrating her more,
right.
she decided to take me out drinking, and we did it on camera. And I thought we're just go have drinking, and we'll do it. We'll go drink, and we did that. And then she said, "Let's get a tattoo," and I was like, "Okay." Right. And she already had a tramp stamp.
Oh, right.
And so she's putting all of her kids' names.
Oh, wow.
And she's got a lot.
Yeah,
so
right.
she needed to add the 2 girls, Kendall and Kylie.
Sure.
So she goes, I just want to add Kendall and Kylie to my stamp back here. She was wearing Spanx that night, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so I had a dress on, and I have no tattoos at this point. So one thing leads to another. I laid down on the table. We went there, and she's getting her saying, Ellen, get one. You got to get one. Got to remember this night. And so I got my son's name on like the bikini line, right where your underwear would cover it or your bikini. So it says Calvin. Well, Calvin is also my father-in-law and my husband. So
well, three in one, right?
But I felt kind of gross because it's like my father-in-law's where you can't see, like the sun don't shine. So yeah, his name is there, and that's my only tattoo is when you can't see.
Well, it's a fun story and it's a cute story, and like it means something to you. And you do have a memory from it.
Yeah.
I don't know how she fared with the Spanx and the tattoo.
Well,
she didn't put them back on.
No, she didn't put them back on, and she didn't have.
Bless her.
There was she was free to the wind with something wrapped around her. Yeah. That feels good sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that's the way we came into the world. So,
two questions from the room that we've compiled.
Yeah. We have fan questions.
Game of Thrones coming to an end. Are you a Throny?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yes,
You're looking
indeed.
at one of the biggest right here.
Yeah. Actually, we were doing press yesterday, and I was like, do we have 45 minutes? Can I watch? Because, no, you don't understand. I was pissed yesterday. So basically, I went to go watch it, and it was like, oh, it's unavailable. So many people were watching Game of Thrones that the server didn't like just went down. I was furious. I'm like, I don't have HBO. What's going on? I pay for HBO. So I had to watch it yesterday morning, and somebody was talking, and so I didn't really get I have to rewatch it. Yes, I love Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And then well, maybe this is the answer to that Game of Thrones, but like This Is Us is so many people's favorite television show. I mean, favorite. Mm-hmm. What is yours?
My favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Without saying your own.
Yeah, right. It's so hard I'm a Libra, so like I love all things, and I am a very diplomatic person. It's hard for me to choose one thing.
You probably have a lot of friends who are in shows too, so it'd be hard. It'd be kind of like, well, if I choose this one, this friend's here.
It's so hard to choose. I mean,
are you a Killing Eve girl?
Do you know I've started the pilot? I hardly have any time. So it's
that's
really,
true.
really tricky. But Oh goodness, I just binged Russian Doll.
Okay,
Did you watch
I
that?
haven't started it
It's
yet.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
But it's hard to choose a favorite.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
cool.
that's all right. Will your family be with you when this movie is debuted to the world?
Well,
or
my
did you
mom-
already do your premiere?
Yeah, so we had our premiere the other night. My mom and one of my sisters and my niece came, and she is so hilarious. She's 8 years old. She fell asleep on the way to the premiere, and then we get there, and she's like, "Oh, what are all these lights? Why are they?" She's like, "Why are they yelling your name? Are they mad?" And I was like, "You would think that they would be, but they're not." And then she's like, "Oh, this Hollywood thing. I'm exhausted already." So
Most 8-year-olds would be like, yeah.
yeah, I know. She's like, I'm tired already. She doesn't care. But yeah, they were there at the premiere, and a lot of my friends from acting class and my coach John Kirby, and a lot of it was like, this is my life. It was wonderful.
They must all be so proud.
Yeah, it's so nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you bring so much joy, Chrissy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.